In 1984, an elderly widow lived in a two-story house, confined to a wheelchair and completely immobilized. Since the mysterious death of her husband, she needed the help of a caregiver who visited her every day to help her with her daily chores. To make things even more difficult, the two floors of the house were connected only from the inside by an old staircase. When the old woman needed to move between the two, the caregiver had to carry her frail body up and down the stairs like a baby. One day, the police received a call from the widow. There had been a murder. Since there were few police units at the time, and the killer had already fled the scene, only one detective was sent to conduct the initial crime scene report. He saw the blood-soaked body of the caretaker on the first floor of the house, his vocal cords shredded, and the old woman in her wheelchair at the top of the stairs, motionless and silent, watching him. She was obviously still in shock. He could immediately rule her out as a suspect because of her inability to move up and down the stairs and because she was trapped there at the time of the murder. This murder was similar to the death of her husband, who had suffocated in his sleep on the couch downstairs years ago. The detective put on his gloves, took photographs, took samples to collect evidence, and then covered the body until the coroner arrived, all routine. He examined the house downstairs for any clues, then asked the old woman if he could look upstairs. All the while, she insisted that she was upstairs and that no one else had been there that day. But nevertheless, the detective climbed the stairs, and the old woman hesitantly stepped aside. Behind the staircase was a narrow corridor with 3 closed doors. She checked behind each door: the spare bedroom, nothing; the bathroom, nothing. He began to worry as he slowly made his way towards the last bedroom where the old woman slept. He opened the door. Everything looked normal: a bed, a wardrobe, and a bedside table with a lamp. He checked every wall of the room in horror because this was not what he had discovered. It was what he had not discovered that made him stop where he was and slowly reach for his holstered gun. It was such a small detail that they had completely missed it in the last investigation into her husband's death. There was no telephone upstairs. As she drew her gun and ran out of the room, she suddenly heard a noise and found an empty wheelchair at the top of the stairs.